Ah, the Creeper. One of the most iconic Minecraft mobs, but one that you definitely don't want knocking at your door. The Minecraft Creeper was first introduced in Minecraft Classic, making it one of the first mobs to ever be added into the game. He was originally introduced into the game as a failed pig model, which Notch, the creator of Minecraft, decided to keep. Since then, the Creeper has grown wildly in popularity and has become synonymous with Minecraft, appearing in merchandise, memes, and other promotional material. Its face even appears on the official Minecraft launcher. Appearing commonly in the overworld, Creepers are hostile mobs that stand just under 2 blocks tall and have 10 hearts, just like the player. They boast a powerful explosion that destroys most blocks and can instantly kill an unarmored player, even on easy difficulty. If this silent killer can be defeated, however, it drops gunpowder, which can serve as a useful resource to the player. Like most other overworld mobs, these camouflaged foes can spawn on any solid block with the light level of 0, except in the Void, Mushroom Fields, and Deep Dark biomes. On Java Edition, they can spawn in groups of up to 4, but only appear individually on Bedrock Edition at the maximum of 5 creepers on the overworld surface at a time. Like all hostile mobs, creepers will instantly despawn when further than 128 blocks from any player, and only wander when within 32 blocks of the player. When a creeper sees a player within 16 blocks, it will begin to chase that player. If the creeper can get within 3 blocks of the player, it will stop moving, flash, and expand while emitting a distinctive hiss. If the player remains within range and line of sight for 1.5 seconds, the creeper will explode. A player can cancel the explosion by getting further than 4 blocks away from the creeper, regardless of the difficulty setting. Even worse, creepers have no distinctive noises before beginning to explode, and are completely silent except for their footsteps. This makes them especially dangerous to players who are caught unawares. Be especially wary of creepers near cliffs or ravines, because the time it takes for a creeper to explode is temporarily reduced when it takes fall damage. This time reduction scales with fall damage, so a large fall can result in a fuse as little as 5 ticks. Scary. While most mobs, including tamed wolves, ignore creepers in battle, sometimes a creeper can become aggroed on a non-player mob. If this happens, the creeper will attack that mob, causing an explosion. Fortunately, creepers have a weakness: cats and ocelots. Creepers will flee from either of these creatures within 6 blocks of them, seeking to get as far away as possible from these felines. Parrots can also be useful for dealing with creepers, since they will mimic the hissing sound of a nearby creeper. A player can also force a creeper to explode by using flint and steel. They will always explode when activated this way, regardless of how far away the player gets. This can also be done with a fire charge on Java Edition. A creeper's explosion has a power of 3, which is slightly less than TNT's explosion power of 4. When a creeper explodes, it won't drop items for every block that is destroyed. If the creeper is in water when it explodes, it won't destroy any blocks, but it will still do damage. The damage of the explosion always scales with distance, so an unarmored player might be able to survive if they're far enough away from a creeper's explosion. On Java Edition, creepers that explode with a status effect will create an area of effect cloud of that status effect at the location of the explosion. This cloud acts the same way as a thrown potion of lingering. Java Edition also allows a player to half the detection range of a creeper by wearing its head. When killed, creepers drop 5 experience if they were killed by a player or a player's wolf, and between 0 and 2 gunpowder. With looting 3, a creeper can drop up to 5 gunpowder. For an extra challenge, a creeper will drop one of these 12 music discs if killed by a skeleton or stray instead of a player. A creeper can also drop its head if it's killed by a charged creeper. Speaking of charged creepers, they only spawn when a regular creeper is struck by lightning, either naturally or with a channeling trident. They can be identified by their electrified glow, but watch out! With an explosion power of 6, they deal double the explosion damage as a normal creeper, and leave a much larger crater too. Charged creepers act just like regular creepers, but have the added benefit of letting some mobs drop their heads. If a charged creeper kills a mob that has a corresponding head block, that mob will drop its head, with the exception of players and ender dragons. On Java Edition, this is limited to 1 head per explosion, but on Bedrock Edition, all eligible mobs will drop their heads. Fortunately, there are a few good strategies to deal with this dangerous mob. The most important tip is to make sure you stay out of range of the creeper's explosion trigger. This can be easily done with a bow and arrow or other ranged weapon, like a trident. If you are forced into melee combat, critical hits may be a more dangerous option because they can take longer to execute. Instead, sprint hits and the knockback enchantment help increase the distance between you and the creeper as quickly as possible. However, some well-timed critical hits from an iron sword or better can kill the creeper before it even has a chance to explode. In close quarters, shields are a must-have when dealing with creepers, since they will block all explosion damage. Due to the way explosions are calculated, a quick player can also place a block in between their feet and the creeper's explosion to reduce a large portion of the incoming damage, but this is often very difficult to do in practice. Similarly, a water bucket can be used to stop creepers from exploding blocks around it, which might be useful if you're around a lot of chests or valuable blocks. Click here for our playlist of informational videos all about Minecraft. Or, if you're feeling inspired, come on over to the Wiki and help out. Just don't forget to subscribe before you go so you can always find us. Special thanks to our contributors who help out with this channel, and thank you for watching. Happy crafting!